Hello, my lovelies. I just wanted to give you a little update about what's been going on, and I wanted to give you a sneak preview of my November, which should be up by now, but I haven't even finished drawing it out and everything yet. I started on it and then I just couldn't. It was like trying to wade through treacle. I was really every stroke of the pen was just hard work. So I thought give it a break and then come back to it. So I'm a little later, but I just had to put it down for a bit. As you can see, this October spread isn't filled out very much. All in all, despite the fact that I wanted to really try my best to start feeling better, I've really not had a very good month. I think it could be due to the fact that I've been quite poorly, not just with fibro stuff, but with like this head cold that I've had that still hasn't completely gone. And then I've had a tummy bug, I've been feeling sick, I was sick, so I've just had a bad month health-wise, which I think has stunted my progress. Also, my little hamster died, which sounds silly to be upset about because it's just a hamster and I'm not a 7-year-old, but I'm so gutted. He was one of my favourite little people in our family. He was so full of energy and a real little character. He'd been poorly for a while, so we knew it was coming. But yeah, he died in my hands. I held him for about 3 hours because I knew he was going, and we sort of watched some telly with him in my hands, and then he took a couple of last breaths and off he went, and that was it. So Tristan's quite upset about it. Ridley's not got a clue about it. He doesn't understand, but it's that didn't help either. That sort of put a bit of a downer in my month. The regroup, refocus, take control, I haven't come back to because I just haven't felt up to it. And to be honest, I feel like I haven't had the time, despite I've not really been doing much, but the time I have had, I've been using to rest. So I just feel like I haven't had a lot of time where I've actually had energy to do stuff. But it doesn't matter because I can always come back to this throughout any point in this book. I can come back to this page and keep filling it in. I've got my few lines a day. You can see I missed a few days here. I think I missed these two as well. I just filled in whatever I could remember. Had some misses here. My energy levels here, like at the start of the month, it wasn't too bad, and it's gone all the way down, and then it went up again, and then it went back down as I was poorly again. So you can sort of see where I've, not been well. And here's the 3 days that I missed. It happens. Everybody goes through times where they just don't get around to filling out their journal. It's just not a priority, or you just really don't feel like it. And that doesn't mean that you have to stop completely. Like in last month's spread, I do this quite often actually, but I haven't this time. Like if I miss a few, I think I missed 3 days in a row here, and then went, oh, sod it, I just won't do any more for the rest of the month. So, and started to think, as long as I get back to it, it doesn't matter if I miss a few days, because when I saw that I can see this graph here, I can still see the, think of the word, Elise. I can still see what I need to understand, even if I miss a few days out, so it's worth going back to it. I really like the fact that I've got this effort bar. If the arrows are going that way this way, I put in a lot of effort. If it goes straight up, I put in a ton of effort. If it's just a line across, that means it was just a sort of steady effort day. One backwards means I didn't put much effort in, and then one that goes down means I didn't put any effort in. And I like having this because I can see whether or not maybe I'm putting too much effort in when I should be resting, or when I could have maybe put more effort in on days where I was feeling better. You can see a lot of this tracker here is full of rest, because I have been trying really hard to rest. However, I've got a new GP. My childhood GP is finally retiring, and I'm a bit gutted because he was such a good doctor. He was fantastic, and it doesn't matter. But this new GP, I'm not too sure. He wants me to get rid of my naps midday because he thinks it'll help me sleep at night, which is logical, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to get through a full day without a nap, without just crashing completely around 3-4 o'clock. So we'll see. I'll give it a try because he's recommended it, so I'll try it, but I don't know, we'll see. Productivity tracking. I haven't been as productive this month as I sometimes am, but again, I'm going to put that down to not feeling very well. I've still done my very best to fill in my successes and gratitudes. It was much harder this month to come up with some successes because I haven't been pushing myself as much as I usually do, so I don't feel like I've achieved as much, but I still managed to find something, apart from this day here, that I felt I did well or was a success. Daily kindness, I've got the different bits and bobs and things that I've done. Sometimes they're only tiny, tiny little things, and other times they're bigger things, but like these days here, I couldn't think of anything nice I did. Yeah, I don't think I'm trying hard enough to focus outwardly. What are you doing, Billy? Cat's on the printer. And then I've got some bits about Ridley and Tristan. Some of these days that aren't filled in are because they've been on sleepovers and stuff, but other times I just couldn't think of anything really significant that I did with them, which is such a shame because every day I feel like I should be doing something with them, you know, one-on-one time. Now, let's go on to... So I've got my daily pages here, which is all sorts of random things I've noted down. I added in a material wish list, which I don't think I've spelt right. No, I haven't spelt it right. I haven't spelt material right. That's a bit bad for a seamstress. Because I was thinking there's lots of things that I really would like, and I try and keep them all in my head and just forget. And when I do have a little bit of money that I could maybe treat myself with, I think, oh, I don't know what I should get. I don't know what I want to spend it on. Now I'll be able to come here and make sure that if I do treat myself, it's on something that I actually want. Then I did a check-in. I did a check-in a couple of days ago because I was feeling so rotten, and I just sort of got everything out on 2 pages of all the things that I'm feeling and I've been worried about, and you know, anything that's been on my mind. Like I've got, the house has been a effing state for days. I've got zero energy, motivation or determination to sort it out, feeling embarrassed, ashamed and stressed. So I knew the house, I didn't realise how much it was getting me down until I started getting all this out. So that evening, actually, I got up and I completely blitzed the bedroom because it was just such a state, and I feel so much better for doing it. And I feel like doing this check-in really sort of cleared my head of all the things that have been stuck and things I've been ruminating on that have been getting me down. I feel like now that it's out on paper, it's out of my head. I'm not carrying it around with me, it's in here. Which might sound strange, but I just feel like it's freed up more space in my mind for more important things. So now I wanted to show you November. So I did the first 2 pages and then the rest is in pencil. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I've got my November spread. You can see I've gone for the mushrooms, and that's my monthly setup with a little snail. And I picked the colour scheme using the new Twy markers that Arteza sent me. And then here I've got a November bill tracking, and I will talk through that more on how it works with you guys. I want to compare it to what I was using before to sort of show you why I feel like this one is better and suits me more. So once that's done and I've sort of started using it a bit more, I'll show you about that. On this page is going to be my habit trackers and, you know, health tracker. This page here will be my few lines a day. I've got some little mushrooms under here that I'm going to draw in. And then I've got my productivity tracking. It's going to be yay, I did it, instead of successes, because I want to put more focus on the fact that I did it. Not just, oh, that was a success, that went well. I want it to be, yes, I did it, I achieved it, I did it. And then today I'm loving instead of gratitude, because I want to focus more on, I don't know, it sparks more emotion if I put it in that term. If I say today I'm loving this, then I can think of the things that I've loved throughout the day and that I appreciate, rather than just the gratitudes. I don't know why, but reframing it that way is just, it's interesting to me. It's only a small change, but it's changed something up in my bullet journal that I do every single month, and it can get a bit monotonous. Monotonous. So yeah, I've changed that up slightly. Then I've got my daily kindness spread and what I'm doing with Tristan and Ridley. I've got Today I'm Feeling, Relationship Care, and then I've done another another Dutch door for my weekly setups. And on this top bar here, I've done a mini tracker, and I can see that tracker throughout the whole of the month. I've done this a few times before, ages and ages and ages ago, but last month I didn't have, I don't know if I told you, I had a load of space at the top, and I was thinking, what am I going to use it for? And then I used it to make a mini habit tracker, and I thought I'd bring that into this month. I haven't filled this weekly spread out yet, but I have penciled in this one, and this one. I've started on this one here, which is going to be a bit different, but they're all different setups because I felt like I needed a bit of a change to see what I fancied, what might make a change. I didn't want to go for a new setup and then do it throughout the whole of the month, because if I don't like it, I've got to stick with it for the whole month. So I thought I'll try several different ones, and then if I like it, I can always come back to it and redo it for the next month. But if I don't like it, I don't have to put up with it all month. I can just flip to the next page. Yeah, I think that's about everything I wanted to talk about.